The purpose of this video is to help you understand the assignment for creating a flow chart. A flow chart is a decision assistance tool. This is a tool that I want you to create as a resource that you can have in your personal life, you can have it in business, wherever this records management takes you, you could use this. You could share it with coworkers, you could train staff with it. There are no rules to this per se. Each one of you may choose a different format to do. The goal is to have information on a sheet of paper that will guide you through the process of indexing and coding filing segments. For example, here on page 34 of your textbook, we looked at this and we said we had a letter that was addressed to Margot Johnson from the company Harry's Landscape. If we're Harry's Landscape, we decided the mental process we made was to file this under Ms. Margot Johnson. That was the first decision. The second decision we made was whether or not Ms. Margot Johnson is a person or a business. Now that we have decided this is a person, we're going to move down the guidelines, the rules, the ARMA rules for coding units of our filing segment. We would underscore, in the book example is switch names, but overall we would underscore Johnson and we would put Margot as number 2 and Ms. would actually become number 3 if we needed it. The goal of the assignment again is so that you will create something that guides you through it. Now, I do not want to see a list of rules. I do not want to see rule number 1 do this, rule number 2 did that. Here's an example someone took and they created an indexing flowchart. They split it up easy enough for personal names and business names. Now notice here they have the rule listed at the end, and a typo I see, but it's not rule 1 do this. It's written in everyday language that you or a coworker and I can understand, giving us instructions on how to index and code that information. Next example is someone else did it with a little bit more pizzazz. Reminding at the top, all punctuation is disregarded, names, cross-referencing, similar names, and then going through business, also the same. Someone else says that's a list would drive me crazy and chose to do a diagram. This looks more like an org chart, not quite a decision chart. I get a little confused. Like here, we're going to disregard whatever it is, spell out symbols, nothing before something. Now I decide it's a business or personal name. Well, I should have made that decision probably ahead of this, but I've decided it's a business. Do I go left or right? Do I go down? So this one doesn't quite work for me, but it worked for the person who created this, and they could explain this to someone else. Same thing with this. The individual went down looking at names. Okay, the goal is you're going to do this in 2 parts. First, you're going to do the rules we learned in chapter 2. We get done with chapter 4. You're going to add to this and have all the rules on your cross-reference. You will then be able to use this resource during your first test, which is basically covers the ARMA rules for indexing. So we want this to be a living, breathing document that as you learn and grow more, you write the new notes in. You might change it around a little bit, but something again that works for you. It's not, I want to see a specific style. It really is simply, how do you learn best? How do you take notes best? What would you do to represent that and show it to me on paper? You need to create this into an electronic file and upload it to Blackboard. Some people have done it in Excel, some have done it in Word. I've seen PDFs, I've seen photos actually. So something that works for you. If you have questions about it, make sure you post them in the virtual discussion board and classmates, or I will respond to that. I hope this helps you give an idea of how to start your flowchart assignment.